Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It is Christmas, it's the holiday season. I hope everybody's been able to get some time off, spend some time with your family and friends. I know it hits differently for everybody, but I just hope wherever you are having a great day, you're encouraged, and knowing that, hey, we're here, we're still making connections, right? And so, you guys always know we show flyers of upcoming events and things like that. So, if you're sitting at home, you don't have anything to do, check out Facebook, check out and see what's happening in your area. If you can't get to your family and you need somebody to hang out with or talk to, they got all kinds of stuff going on in the city. Probably, I know in Charlotte at least, but I'm sure everywhere we are, whatever city you're in, you can probably find something, to get into. So, and guess who we have with us today, y'all? We have none other than Jonathan Coleman, some guy named Jay. Y'all know he is the master of almost everything, PR specialist extraordinaire. How you doing today?
Oh yeah, I'm doing well. Just you go on. You
Yeah,
can shower me
look,
with
you like,
praise.
go ahead. Don't let me stop you now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jonathan is definitely the man to hook up with. If your business, needs a little help, needs a little exposure, Jonathan is the guy. I be trying to say Jay sometimes, Jonathan, but Jonathan Coleman
Keep
is
it
your
up.
man. So I said a little bit about you, but Jonathan, you feel free to introduce yourself as well.
Oh yes, I'm some guy named Jay. That's the podcast name I use. But I'm Jonathan Coleman. I'm a Gemini, like you, Allie. You're a Gemini. Yeah.
That's it.
So
Yep.
I'm a two-sided Gemini, just like everybody else. So I have two sides to me, like all the other Geminis. I have the good side and the dang, that's even better side. So you know, so
Yes.
some guy named Jay is one side and Jonathan Coleman's the other side too. So
Hey, I like that. And hey, dang, that's even better side. I'm about to use that one.
you got you about to take it. There you go.
Yes, yes. Well, truly, I can't believe it, Jonathan. We are at the end of 2021. We have one
Mhm.
more show to do this year, and then it'll be 2022. Can you believe it?
Yes, it's like this. It was like 5 minutes the whole year. You woke up and it's already the end of the year. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's talk about some things that went on, and let's talk about Blacktopia because I know you are the founder of Blacktopia. A lot of people may not know what that's about. So let's talk about that. What prompted you to start that?
Oh yeah. Well, one of the Blacktopia. It's a movement of trying to get all black people together under one roof. It doesn't matter what type of black person you are, because I see a lot of these other black groups and things like that. They got all the black business people in one group. They got all the black bougie people in one group. They got the hip hop hood in one group. And like no, they got the Christians in one group, and then the other religions. We're all black. We all share that in common. So let's get under one roof. We can do some
Right.
infighting later, like we've been doing. But the purpose of Blacktober is bringing us all together. Also to create we do have an ecosystem. We discuss economic empowerment for our people and keeping that black dollar circulating in our community. Um, what else? What else? And we also promote, black businesses,
Right.
positive black stories, things like that. So that's what Blacktopia is all about. You could join us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, Blacktopia, Black Utopia Society. Plus, we have the official website, www.blacktopia.org. That's where you can see a lot of the news and things like that. And
Hmm.
we also have a Blacktopia mobile app as well, where you can also
Yes.
you can download it on Amazon.com if you have an Android, and if you have a Apple, one of those
iPhone.
devices,
Hmm.
you can go to iTunes or the Apple Store to get it.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? I mean, he doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just say that Jonathan and I met in Charlotte. We were both at another studio. Don't tell Alan. But we were at another studio, just trying to get some airtime, let people know what we were doing. And we just have been connected ever since, helping one
Mm-hmm.
another, cross promoting, and Jonathan has been very beneficial with, having guests on the show. And so, he has his clients, we help him out, he helps us out. We get show guests, his clients get exposure. So, that's what Blacktopia is about, that helping one another, and, when you go into business for yourself, especially if it's your first time, you don't know a lot of the steps to take. And, it's easy to get overwhelmed. And so, but if you go to Blacktopia, you're like, oh, can anybody tell me this? Or can somebody help me on this area? You can find help, right?
That's what we have it for, to help each other grow and to get bigger and better.
And then, Jonathan always does, different things within the group. Like he'll spotlight a business owner, and just do the different things like that. And then, like the rest of the group, we can ask them questions. And so it's really a good, learning group as well. You get encouraged, you hear people talk about what they're going through, how they overcame it. It's really a whole lot of information, but they have fun in there too. They get wild.
Yeah, they do. Hmm. Yeah, we got Funny Friday for the Friday. We got different themes, so it's always something in there. So I know some people don't join the groups because they think it's going to be some kind of way boring and all kind of stiff and wooden. But it's in a, hey, we have a good time too.
Exactly. And like Jonathan says, we have every type of business person. We have I can't say that word today. Musicians. We
Listen.
have artists. We have authors. We have travel agents. I mean, really, it's just a place, like I said, just to feel comfortable and put something funny up and just have a discussion about it. So
Oh yeah,
it's cool.
it certainly is, and I'm glad to have you a part of it.
Thank you, thank you. So you recently actually held a event sponsored through Blacktopia, right? In
Yes,
Charlotte?
oh yes, it was at the Water Bean Coffee on North Tryon Street if you're in Charlotte. It's downtown, but it's not in the congested area. It's a little way, got its own little parking. So so the event was the Blacktopia Black Business Power Gathering, and basically we had had several different business owners present their business, and it was also a networking party as well. And for those that may have not attended, don't think I know some people saw the flyer and they had a lot of questions and they were thinking that it was just going to be this seminar. We're going to be sitting there with our hands folded and listening, and it's going to be boring. But it wasn't. We the DJ was spinning.
It really
People
wasn't.
were Yes, that's what I was trying to convey to people, that you could still be business and still be party like a mullet. You could be business in the front, party in the back, and that's what we did at the Blacktopia event. We had a lot of fun. So
We really did.
yes, and we got another one coming up January 22nd at the same location, and we're also having DJ Wolf. Who's the DJ. He's going to be back as well. We have a different lineup. Aly was one of the business owners at the one we had in November. The one we're having in January, we have I have all the people's set, but I don't have their names in front of me, so I'm gonna be
Oh
trying to
yeah, that's
remember.
cool.
But I can shout out a few of them. If you attended the last one, I know you might have remembered Janet Marie Hefney.
Yeah.
Janet Marie, she will be one of the now she instead of talking at the end, she'll be one of the featured people. So she'll have a lot more to say this time. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with Chantel Archibald. She was at the other event. Now
Mm-hmm.
she'll be a featured spotlight business owner. So she'll do a proper presentation this time,
Cool.
And we have Latanya Sturdivant with Katana Fashions. She'll be there. Oh, Felicia Rivers of Geechee One Films will be in the house.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yes, Felicia Rivers is doing a lot of great things. Her movies are on Amazon Prime. She also has a deal with Maverick Distribution. She has movies on the Tubi app. You can check out
Mhm.
her movies. So Felicia Rivers will be in the building, and she'll be talking about her films and all the things she has going on. Plus,
Yes.
Plus, Omar Gooding is going to be in one of her future. Is he's already filmed his part, so that's coming out later in 2022. So Felicia Rivers will be there, and Christina Moody of Gold Mentum, she will be there, and she's also an upcoming guest, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. January 8th, I think it is.
Yes, January 8th. So Christina Moody of Goldmentum, she's a software engineer, and she has a platform called Goldmentum. It's for experts, teachers, coaches to put their lesson plans on there and kind of help their community, help their students, their pupils learn better through the tools and devices that she has on the website and
Oh,
help people reach their goals. So she'll be in the building,
very
and
cool.
I can't off the top of my head. I got to go to the list, but yeah, that's what we got so far. But everybody's confirmed. I can't think of everybody. I apologize if I didn't say your name if you're listening to this. You know what I'm saying? I just can't think
Right,
right now. But
right.
you're there.
He didn't know I was going to ask him that, y'all. So just he did pretty good. He came up with a lot of names, but
Oh yes.
but that sounds like a pretty hot lineup already. So that's going to be good. So make sure, say the date again, Jonathan.
January 22nd. It'll be at 8 p.m. at the Waterbean Coffee on North Tryon Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. And like I said, it's downtown, but yeah, if y'all are intimidated, oh, I don't want to go downtown Charlotte. It's away from everything else, so you could park
Right.
and all that stuff.
Right. But it was a really cool spot. And I mean, the owner of the company was very, helpful, and I mean the coffees were good, the treats were good. So I'm just saying it was just all around good time. And DJ Wolf, he be doing his thing.
Hmm.
So it was good. And everybody was taking pictures, and everybody was sharing business cards and just talk about what you do. Well, come on my podcast and you can, I mean, it was just a really good feeling. I don't feel like anybody was trying to one up anybody else. Everybody applauded for everybody else, and so that's what I loved about it. It was just, hey, we're all trying to make it, so let's support each other.
Hmm. And I believe one of the reasons, and not to toot my own horn, but I think one of the again, but one of the reasons, yeah, honk. One of the reasons I believe it was that way is because of me. Now I'm saying that because a lot of the promoters and event organizers, a lot of them have that energy, that stuffy, stuck up, I don't want to talk to nobody energy, and it trickles down to the people that are at the event. No disrespect to those people who put on those great events, but me, if you know me in person, I'm kind of a quiet guy. No, I'm actually real
Who is
social.
this?
you know, I'm hey, I got to talk for a living, so hey, I got to what I mean? So I network with people. I'm pretty jovial, I believe. I can,
Mhm.
I can talk to anybody. It doesn't matter. So since I have that energy, that sets the tone for the people who come into the event. If I came in there all mad and then everybody, I believe that everybody else would too. You know.
Right. And that's true. I mean, you really are like that at all times. I mean, I've never really seen you, I mean, I'm sure you have moments where you have to get down to business, but as far as even dealing with your clients, I mean, you treat everybody with respect. You talk to them in a kind manner. You're not just barking up orders and, be here, do this. No, even when you're introducing me to the upcoming guests, it's always, hey, this is who this is what they do. And then you show me the same respect by, introducing me to them. And so, it's true. That's just how you are. And so that really does leadership. I say it all the time. Leadership is important. And so you're doing it and you're doing it well.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm doing, but yeah, no, yeah,
Well, can't nobody tell because you're doing it. And people
exactly.
keep coming to you asking you to help them. So
So
you're
I'm
doing
doing
something
something right.
right.
Exactly.
And so too, I thought it was exciting too because like we were talking about, we've had several of your clients on the show. So it was really exciting to be able to actually meet them and be like, take pictures with them and be like, she's been on the show. Oh my gosh, remember we were talking about this and all that stuff. So it was really exciting. So January 22nd, put it on your calendar, 8 p.m. Like I said, the location is cool, the food and everything, the ambiance, awesome.
Yes, yes, y'all come on out. The tickets will be available on Eventbrite very soon, and so you got to go to Eventbrite. We still, even though we got these Omarion, or Chromion, whatever plus reward viruses that's out there getting people. I want to say that a lot of the venues they still have to do the little COVID things, so
Hmm.
you can't come to the door saying, "Hey, I got some money, let me in." You got to go to the ticket, or you got to hit me up directly, and we'll talk about it. But so yeah, you just can't show up. So just talk to me about it if you want to, if you guys want to come on out. Because we got
Right.
to abide by the rules.
Right. And I will say this too, I mean, you might see the pictures and stuff. Of course, we, took our masks down to take pictures and things like that. But pretty much, a lot of people were masked up and, you know, Jonathan has the table set aside. So, we have some social distancing and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a gathering, but it was pretty safe environment. So,
Exactly. And that virus ain't real. So so come on now, it's real. No, I can't say that. Oh no. We can't, this will be the last show. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's real. Y'all be safe. But
right, right.
so far so good. Everything's been great.
Yeah. Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. What else did happen in 2021? Look, I can't even remember what year it is. 2021, because we're talking about reflections. But then, we're going to jump on this promo for what's coming up in 2022 as well.
Yes, and speaking of the last day, well, speaking of the future, the last day of this year of 2021, I got to think about it too because it's like a tongue twister.
Okay.
uh, I am hosting a New Year's Eve party, but it's not going to be an actual venue. It's going to be on Blog Talk Radio. It's going to be virtual. It's the I can say the A word on this, can
Um, Improvise.
I? I'm gonna stay my black butt inside where it's safe. New Year's Eve special. Well, y'all know what the word is, so but because we just said it. But
That thing y'all
but
sit on, he going to be sitting on it at his house.
yes, where it's safe.
But we're going to be having a party.
Yes, we're gonna have a party. So y'all tune in to that. And that is you got to go to blogtalkradio.com/podcasts on demand, or you can call the number 929-47. Yeah, it's on the flyer. So come on. The link is blogtalkradio.com/podcasts on demand. And the number is 929-477.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm gonna give everybody the wrong number. It's like, what a party at?
It
But you can
is
stream from your
929-477-3872. I got it saved
yes,
on the phone.
definitely. Thank you. Yes, and that's where New Year's Eve, 10:30 at night Eastern. That's when it starts, and we're gonna go all the way into it ends at 12:30 because we're gonna do the countdown together and
Yeah.
do the ball drop online. So y'all show up. We got JT will be there. Janet Marie Hefney, she'll be there. Samuele Leon, he'll be there doing some music. And it's like those old Clark Dick specials where they sit around, they have the music and panels and people talking and stuff. They then got comedy stuff. That's what this is going to be. It's going to be on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes, and that number again is 929 477 3872.
Yes, and you could just stream it from your phone while you're watching something else. It should be in the background.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's
I knew Alan was going to put it up. Thank you, Alan.
oh yes, oh yes.
And so, let's talk about Blog Talk Radio. I mean, even with that, I mean, you guys have been having some amazing guests on there this year. So, how did that come about?
Yeah, I did Blog Talk Radio back in two. I first started using that platform back in 2015. I actually there was a guy. Shout out to L.A. Davis. Well, Vobon in Blacktopia. We got black people up from everywhere, overseas, everywhere. So as long as you're black, we don't care what country you're in. So Vobon has had a Blog Talk Radio network, and he said, you know what, this Blacktopia thing is kicking off. This one we had like 100 something members. It wasn't had thousands like we did do now. He
Mhm.
said, this Blacktopia is growing. You should do something on Blog Talk or do a segment. So me and another woman that was in the group at the time, we we had a segment on his blog talk. We had the Blacktopia
You and your coast.
coast. Yes, that coast. Me and the
Now
coast.
I
That's
got
a
you back.
coast.
See, that's what
Got
I'm
me.
getting.
See, we even got inside jokes, so that's why I got a party with it, so you can get your
Right.
inside jokes too. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
so we started there though, and then after that blew up, we I decided to get my own network on Blog Talk Radio, and I started doing Blacktopia Roundtable Talk Radio, uh, and we did that for a couple of years, and then I started doing other shows, other programs, Wellness Wednesday segments,
Mhm.
Wednesday night poetry segments. Uh, had different show. I had a show a year ago, Sexology 101 with Coach K and
Kanye.
Grandma Riri. So yeah, I had different. I
Oh
produced
yeah.
different programs on there, and now we do the digital meet and greet with JT, and yeah, that's the Blog Talk Radio platform.
Cool. And that I was listening the other night. I was gonna call in, and then I think my mom called me or something like that. But I was listening to your guest the other night. It's cool. So you get to call in and talk to the guest, ask them questions. You know, then just make that connection. And because another guy was like, "Hey, I want to have you on my podcast. Hey, let's do this together." And so right there on Blog Talk, they made a new connection, and now they
Mhm.
got something coming up in the future. They're collaborating, so it's cool.
Yeah, that's what we do it for, the digital meet and greet, so y'all can meet people and network.
Hmm. And
Hmm.
so I just think it's just amazing. Like, I mean, I know the stuff I do, and I'll be like, "Whew, I'm tired." I don't know. You be everywhere.
I'm a robot and I'm a Gemini, so both of me, we both be out.
Oh, you put both out at the same time. You send this one that way. Okay, I gotta learn that trick right there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So but
Yeah,
it's cool, and it's all good stuff, and you're making things happen, but you're helping other people. You know, you we can't forget that. I mean, I'm just saying, I've seen um what was the thing you did? It was a new business just starting. I don't remember if you do you remember what you called it, where the other businesses in the group could like gift them something?
oh yeah, we were doing a virtual business shower.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
we plan on starting that back up soon. We just gonna try to find a different way to present it. But yeah, we were doing that, the business shower, and we had people like just kind of like a baby shower where you give a new business some give stuff for the baby, Pampers, stuff like that. So with the new business owners, we'll do a business. We did the business shower for them, and they would get things like well, things they needed for their business, that they
Yeah.
might not have had or stuff like that. And it was cool. So we're gonna continue that in 2022.
I thought that was so cool. I was like, a business shower. Okay, where was y'all at? I just wasn't in Blacktopia. I wasn't in the right place. But
Mhm.
they do. They talk about business software. Financial software for your businesses. Where to keep everything in place. I mean, it's just it's. I'm just saying, it's the place to be. if you got
Yes.
questions. And then if you can't find it in the group, hit up Jonathan. Wait a minute, I'm pointing the wrong way. That way.
Yeah.
Hit up
Yeah.
Jonathan. He could, I mean, what is your entrepreneurial, I mean, your PR package look like? Like, what do you do to help your guests with that?
Oh yeah, I have several different service packages. For anybody that's interested in using my services, you can email me at info@themediablast.net. Matter of fact, you can even send me a text or a call, 704-560-2752. I screen my calls, so if you're lucky to get by, you can talk to me. And and as you see, I see my Instagram on there. It shows up on there too, right? I guess.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
hit me up on Instagram as well. I'm very accessible. Uh, like I said, I got my clones out. As far as the packages, what they receive is and we're in 2022 we're going to be making I'm going to be making amendments to the packages too. But for right now, what you can get is you can get exposure on various different media platforms. Um, different websites, different blogs, different high trafficking online newsletters, things like that. I also get you connected with other media outlets and things such as making connections. So I make the connections for you, so you don't have to do all that legwork.
Right.
it, sometimes it's harder to just reach out to Aly yourself and try to set it up. Aly doesn't know you yet, and she's like, well, da 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 da. But with me, we've already
Right.
bridged that gap, and she's like, oh well, Jay knows him, da da da. I didn't went through the proper channels for you, so you can go ahead and you know talk, get to where you need to go. So that's what I
Exactly.
do: create more awareness for you, and uh, just present you better.
Right. And that is so important what you just said. You allow somebody to skip 3 or 4 steps in a process, even with getting an interview. Because like you said, if somebody hits me on, I'm like, okay, well, who's this? What are they talking about? What are they doing? I have to go to their, well, what's your website? There's a lot of back and forth. But,
Hmm.
once you're connected with Jonathan, that's 3 or 4 steps that you skipped and time you saved and been able to put that time somewhere else. And so, and with Jonathan, one thing I can say too is he knows the different platforms. Like he knows the people to present to me and who to present to, you know, what other podcast or whatever he deals with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that, and I mean, because I'm more like, let's just say I'm kind of Christian based. I'm not, you don't have to come on and talk about Christianity all the time, but I don't want to talk to anybody that's like cussing all the time and you,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Which he don't have clients like that, but y'all know the point I'm trying to make.
Hmm.
He just knows what that person needs. Like, if an artist, he knows that area, he knows that group to put them in so that they can get recognized for their artistry, for their music, for who they are, and get connected with people that can take them further in that field. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. And to add on to what you're saying, like Aly's also had some gangster rappers on the show in the past. But the thing is, I don't just send Aly that because they have a story to tell. It's
Right,
the
right.
artist that's got something to contribute to this platform. So even although they may be in the streets, they've come from they have an interesting story that the
Truly.
Making Connections audience can learn from.
Right, right. And that's the truth. They tell their story and how they endured or came over, maybe wanted to give up, but then met the right person, made that connection in their life that helped them. And but the thing about it too, I think a lot of the people that Jonathan sends my way, because a lot of them are giving back to the communities.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't think of his name. Oh my gosh, who's with the Sugar Hill Gang? What's his name? Adela is his wife. I can't think his name.
Oh yeah, Clayton. Clayton, yeah,
Yeah,
shout out
Clayton
to Clayton.
Savage
Hmm.
on the show, and I mean, and I was like, oh my gosh, he knows it. I mean, I was just so nervous because I was like,
This
you
is
know, the
old
Making
school.
Connection show, but he was so cool, and
Mhm.
I just loved that interview. So if I can get him in 2022, but he's just real down to earth and cool, and like I said, a lot of them are giving back to the community because we know what it's like.
Oh yes, definitely. You gotta give back. You gotta. I forgot a metaphor I was about to use, but I was about to use a metaphor. But yeah.
Yeah, it's important because we all, I mean, really, I said it before, I'll say it again. I used to be a Long Island. I didn't really want to ask people for help. I could just do it myself, get it done. Child, you need some help. You need a village. You need a tribe. You need a support system. It don't
Yeah.
have to be 500 people, but if you got two good ones that are rolling with you and see your vision and helping you get that way, hey, take those two and keep them close.
Yes, yes, exactly. You definitely need good people around you.
Yeah. So what else
hmm
did you do in 2021, Jonathan?
Oh, I did what I didn't do. Let me think. Um, yeah, well, oh, I did want to say this too before I answer that question. I just want to get back on the other question.
Mhm.
Um, Also, I help you tell your story too. That's what I do with PR. I just help you just tell that story, create that narrative through these different media outlets as well. So
Yeah.
so yes, I want to add that to it. But getting back to my story, because I need to. She asked me a question. I need to write that chapter. What happened in 2021? Um, it's one of those things like when you ask them on the spot, you like what you draw a blank right then and there. But I
Right.
didn't
Soon as you get off, you'll be like, I did da, 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 da. I know, I know.
exactly. Exactly. Well, I do want to say this before I did the Blacktopia Power Gathering in November, back in was it September? I did another event there. I told myself when the city starts opening up, we doing events. So
Mhm.
after the well, I guess we still in the pandemic, but after the shutdowns and stuff like that, I said I was going to bring the poetess supreme Tammy Thomas to
Oh
Charlotte
yeah,
so she could
yeah.
spit some poetry, and we did that. That was a great event. Tammy rocked the mic. JT was one of the opening poets. JT he does your show, and
Hmm.
yeah, it was a it was another great event. Um,
That
yeah,
was I was out of town that weekend and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be in Charlotte. Again, it was a group of people, I had interviewed but hadn't really met yet. And I love poetry and Tammy Thomas is phenomenal. She writes
hmm
some good stuff. And I didn't know that T Wallflower was her daughter.
yes.
I
I,
said, okay.
yeah, and you've had T Wallflower on the show. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something.
also an author.
hmm Talent just
Yeah.
run all through the family.
Thank you.
Yes.
And so Tammy, even from that event, I've seen that she's been on so many more things now, the
Mhm.
monologues and stuff like that. So, that's what it's about. You get in
Work
the
with
right space and it opens up doors, right?
it does. It does. And also working with me as well. Everybody's already hot on their own, but I'm like gasoline. I just help you spread. That's yes.
Truly, truly. Jonathan's one of those people like you go out of town or whatever, he would know somebody. You're like, you know somebody everywhere. Quit talking to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's global.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So that I was thinking, I was like, there's another event he did, and that really turned out well too. I wasn't at that event, but just the feedback and people talking about it, and when people are still talking about your event months later,
You
you
know
know
it
that
had
was something.
It was good, yes. And we're gonna outdo it on the 20th on January 22nd. We're gonna do it again, even bigger and better. Like I have some tricks up my sleeve, but you guys are gonna have to come out and see it. Yeah, I gotta see what we gonna do. It's like what, Jay? Yes. So yes.
Yeah, and then New Year's Eve, you're gonna kick it off on New Year's Eve.
Yes, yes, we're doing it again New Year's Eve on Blog Talk Radio. Definitely tune in. This is my third time doing a New Year's Eve special on Blog Talk Radio. We did one. The first one I did was in 2016, going into 2017. And I don't. You've had no. You. I don't think you've had poetess Elle McClin on your show, have you? That's the
Mhm.
one that helped Tammy Thomas get her book deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was the co-host for that one, and then yeah, last year JT, well, we did it together, and it was pretty good. Said I'm gonna do it again, but I skipped some years, of course. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna be consistent with these things now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I was on Blog Talk when we first got started. Jonathan, I was like, oh my gosh, just cancel the show. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because
Oh,
I was so nervous. And that was, like I said, with the first show, I was like, let's postpone it like another month. But I'm telling you, just stay consistent. Try it. We don't know what the end is going to be. We're unsure how it's going to go, who's going to follow us, who's going to like it, who's not going to like it. And there's always going to be somebody who likes it and who doesn't like it.
yeah.
So why not just go ahead and do what you need to do for yourself and for your family?
Hmm. Exactly. And I want to say, Allie, you've improved so much, with your presentation and how you're speaking on the show. Because I do remember back when I had you as a guest on Blacktopia Roundtable Talk Radio back in, what was it, 18?
I think so.
18 or 19?
18 or 19.
Yeah, something like that. And you and Shay, y'all were a little, yes. So we do a show and we're scared right now. And here's the mic. And, and now you're like, hey, this is Allie, da da da. Get at me, hit me up. You're more.
Right.
This is you. You know.
It was funny. He pretty much had to feed it. So y'all have a show when? And it's on what time? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
quit asking me questions.
It's an interview.
It was so funny. But I mean, I was terrified. But, and I'm not saying that I'm great, but I mean, it is, I feel like this is my calling. This is what I love to do. I love to make connections with people. I love to be able to offer people information. I love to be able to, I mean, I was kind of like sitting here one day and I was like, I was making an announcement, I think on the page, and I was like, if you're an artist and you need somebody to help you get your music out there, if you need somebody to help you put your sound together, there's Marlene with Polyphonic Studios. And, if you need to know how to put a book together, I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, I know people who can do stuff. I was
Mhm.
just so amazing. But it's just the grace of God, and it's because I was willing to put myself out there to do it. So you've got to be willing, everybody, to put yourself out there. Just try it. What if it doesn't go well? Maybe you just need to tweak it. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe you need a PR specialist. It's not that you're not good at what you do. It's not that you're not called, but we don't know every piece of the puzzle. So, it's got to be put together piece by piece. Sometimes this piece looks like it's supposed to fit right here, but it don't quite fit. It's just a little bit off, but it fits in the puzzle somewhere. You just got to find a spot.
True indeed. True indeed. Yes, you hit it on that. Hit it.
So sorry.
It's all good.
My cousin's calling to tell me that Amazon delivered something
Uh,
and to go get it before somebody take it.
oh yes, definitely.
She said it's Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody
But
go, hey, you take your present. That's their gift now. Yeah,
look,
thanks. The Grinch did it.
look, Santa's watching. Don't try it.
Mhm.
So, what in for 2022, what do you see? How do you see even Blacktopia growing? The mobile app, like how many downloads and streams do you have from the mobile app? Do you know? Because I know
Um,
it's a lot.
yeah, it's in the thousands. It's not as many as the actual members, but I don't know. Like when I'm looking at the data, I don't know if I think that's overall downloads. I don't know if some of those people still have the app. As people download it and delete and stuff like that. So I don't think it tells me if anybody deletes it or not. But uh, it's not as many. Yeah, it's in the thousands. Of course, I'm gonna have to go back and check. Um, as far as the future of Blacktopia, is I see 100,000 members
Yeah,
at least. I see that. I see more events. I would like to do a Blacktopia retreat, um,
yeah,
a Blacktopia conference. Um, but in the more immediate future, I'll be doing more events at the Water Bean. I'll branch out. Um, Tiffany Brown or Tiffany Sanders. She's been on the
Mm-hmm.
show several times.
Mm-hmm.
Her and a few other business people. We're working on an event at First and Goal that we'll start doing them in, I believe, February or March. So once the details are all ironed out, I'll let you all know about that. And of course,
Cool.
Blacktopia is going to be in the building. Um, let's see, what else we want to do? Let's see, let's make more money. Let's make more money for other people.
Let's make
You
more
know,
money. Yes.
yes,
That's a
and
part
just
of it. Don't be scared
yes,
to say you want more money in 2022. We want more
yes,
money. We want to get
exactly.
out of debt. We want to pay stuff off. We want our credit score going up. Hey, we want options.
Mm-hmm. True indeed. So that's where I
Yes.
see the future: more money, keeping that dollar circulating in our community, and just helping more people grow, and they help me grow, and we all help each other grow and get it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, well, Jonathan, hold on with us. We're going to take a real quick break and we just have an announcement from Making Connections. But stay with us and we will be right back, okay?
Definitely.
All right. Hello to our Making Connections family. We want to thank you so much for your support over the years. It's really hard to believe that in a few short days we'll be welcoming in the year 2022. But to God be the glory, right? At this moment, we would like to take a moment of silence for all those who have lost their battle this year. However, we know to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. We also know that the holidays hit differently for every person. We want you to know, from our hearts to yours, that we appreciate you, we're rooting for you, and we're believing God with you. Hold on wherever you are because seasons do change. Let's go into 2022 expecting great things. Just a reminder that we air every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Go to our page, Making Connections with Aly, like the page, and turn on your notifications so you'll know when we go live. Because 2022 is going to be an amazing year. So from Aly and the Making Connections team, we pray that you and your family stay well and travel safely during this season. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. As always, we're sending to you love, positivity, and good vibes. God bless you. Hey, everybody. Just wanted to send a little message out because, sometimes I get on the show and I forget to say stuff. And so I said, let me record this because I definitely want everybody to know we appreciate your support. If you liked this show, if you shared it, if you commented, whatever you've done, you like the page, we appreciate you. If you join the group, we do have a Facebook group, join that group. For me in 2022, I want more engagement in that group. I know people are watching. I know people, just like you be talking on Blog Talk Radio, people are streaming in and people is inboxing you saying stuff, but they won't come on and say it themselves. I know
Yeah,
people are watching. They're like, "Oh, that show was good." And who was that guest you had on? I'm like, "Why do y'all not talk on the page or in the group?" So
that's
I do want, you know, y'all talk in the group. It's okay. Y'all come in the group. You can share, what's going on in your world. Share your events. I want Black. I'm not competing with Blacktopia, but I want it to be to that level where we're supporting one another. You can go to Making Connections and be like, I need a photographer, or I need a place to hold an event, and there's somebody in the group that can help you out. You can make that connection. And so let's just, be more engaging and encouraging because I do see people sharing their stuff, but y'all don't tell them they're doing good stuff. Let's support them. Let's say we're doing good. Go for it. Even if you're in another country, you can't make it. Just a little response is always, it goes a long way, right?
Yes, true indeed. And I'm going to definitely help you more in the Making Connections TV group. Thank you for making me an admin in there. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna get it up. We're gonna get them Blacktopia number. We both want to grow.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. And so,
Hmm.
I'm just excited about that. I don't have the whole schedule, for the year, but I am I like you were saying, I'm feeling more comfortable. I think now God is really connecting me with people, the right people. Because sometimes in the beginning it was a struggle. My guests were kind of like I was on Jonathan's show, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, we got 45 more minutes to fill, and they not saying nothing."
Yeah.
So, but now I'm just reaching out, and I'm being more bold about reaching out to people, asking them. I mean, hey, my numbers are not 2,000, 3,000, but guess what? We have a platform, and there are people listening, and so if you touch one person with your message, then you've done an amazing job. So, I'm reaching out to people who are talking about mental health, people who are talking about, health and wellness, people who are talking about, I'm excited about hearing more about what's her name? Archibald. What's her name?
Chantel of
Chantel.
yeah.
She has
Oh
like
yeah.
body products, and she's talking about her facial products and different things at the, just kind of, um wet our feet a little bit about what she does. And so it's so many things that people are dealing with out there. And so I love being able to have a platform to help somebody. I miss a lot of things, but if there's a show that you want to hear about, if there's a guest, and they're talking about something that will impact our family, then I'm flexible, I'm open. Hit me up, let me know.
Yes, definitely do that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I enjoy your platform, Ali. Making Connections is a great show. I listen in as much as I'm able to, not just when I have a client, but just when I can
Right.
catch it on my own as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's definitely grown. The Facebook group is going to grow even bigger. Uh, you have a great thing, and I love that you did some on the spot interviews at the event as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm hoping the 22nd sounds familiar to me for some reason, like it's something on my calendar, but I hope, whatever it is, maybe it's early in the day, because I would like to, get back. And that was so cool, I mean, because, a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been, you'd have been looking at me and I'd have been looking away. What you looking at me for? I ain't interviewing nobody. but but it was cool, I was just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what do you do? Do you want to go talk about it?" And so, we just did those, like you said, on the spot interviews. And because again, this platform is not just for me to get on and show my face, it's to show other people their services, their products, because like I said, it's a lot of people out there. Like Elijah Ivory, who was there, his books. I mean, he's written like 4 or 5 books, and I was just like, "This is cool." And he, was telling like the progression, and I was like, "Okay." So,
Hmm.
jump in your lane, whatever it is, because whatever it is, when you think you're helping somebody else, it's gonna be a blessing back to you.
Yes, it is, and that's what you got to do. You got to, yeah. I was trying to think of a just. I don't need to talk metaphors. Just say, yeah, that's a yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Right, right. So, is there anything else that we're missing about Jonathan Coleman that people don't know, or you might be wet our feet about that you're gonna bring out in 2022? Anything like that?
Um, what do I want to say? Uh, I don't. This is another thing I've started doing too. Is I know I have my PR services, and like I said, if you want more, details on how, what that's about, hit me up on, all the things. Um,
All the things.
but there's a there's another service that I recently just kind of added on, and is now I manage a few people, and I'd never wanted to do that, before, because I don't want to do that. But who's this? I can redefine what managers will still do what managers do, but just kind of redefine it so that it fits what I'm doing, or fits where it's something
Wow.
that I want to do, and the client's happy as well. So I have two clients, only just two for the management. For the PR, I got the whole world. That it seems like they all do business with me. But as far as my management, I'm managing Tanae Staley, and also comic book writer Ryan White. He's also an artist named
Oh,
Slow Chemical. You
yeah.
familiar with you has he been he's been on the show.
I've had slow chemical. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So well, Ryan White, Slow Chemical, same guy.
Yes.
But of
Yeah.
course, you've had him talk about the music of the comic books. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. So comic book writer Ryan White slash Slow Chemical. I manage those two, and me and Tammy Thomas are talking too. So that may be a three. Uh, so yeah. So
Cool.
anybody that's looking for management services, we can discuss that. Again, that's not necessarily my lane. So be patient with me. I'm more of the publicist PR side of it. But as far as management, I could do that too. We could talk. We could negotiate. You know.
So even with the PR and the publishing aspect, getting people out there. I mean, you are a pretty open person, but have you always been like that? Like from a kid, were you always just like never met a stranger?
Mm, actually, I've evolved a lot. I'm not even the same person I was in 2014.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Okay.
I've this pot. I've always the core person has always been there. I've always been me, but as far as just kind of this, I don't know how to describe it. But what you guys see now, that had to be refined, and I grew into that. I think if you knew me as a teenager, you probably would never think that this would be me
Okay.
as an adult. You know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So yeah, I've never I haven't always been some guy named Jay. This version had to grow into it.
And and I think, and I'm glad that that was your answer. I was hoping it would be because, I like to encourage people that, because they think sometimes we think we have to know everything, before we get started. Sometimes we
Mhm.
think we have to be out there and, just, and y'all know I'm not like that. I'm pretty quiet, but like JT is, I mean, Jonathan, sorry, so sorry. Jonathan has said, I'm evolving and I'm more intentional about, what I do. And, because sometimes, you're looking for numbers. Sometimes you're looking for, just people to follow you and you just do stuff, but it's not really impactful. But when you get in your lane and you're intentional about what you do, that even starts making a difference. And so, he has evolved. And I would say probably some of that is when you start seeing the difference you were making, in people's, businesses. When you would see how, this person and I know this person. Well, why don't I get these two people together? When you started realizing more of who you are and what you do, this started coming to light. Does that make sense? Does that sound right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to follow your intuition. On a lot of things, you got to do things that's true to yourself. And I also want to say that you're not. I believe a lot of people think that they are who they are, and that's just who it is, and that's just what, and they kind of let life happen to them. And although I've evolved, I've never been the person to think that just stuff just happens to you. Well, it does happen to you, but you don't have to own that. You the some guy named Jay with the Blacktopia, with the Media Blast PR, all of these things, the some guy named Jay persona, these were ideas I had, and this was and I terraformed this universe, the Blacktopia universe, versus
Yeah.
what I wanted it to be. It wasn't just going to happen. So if you want to do something bad enough, if you want to just make it happen, you're going to figure out what it takes to happen, to make it happen. Like same with you, Aly. You wanted making connections to grow, but you knew you couldn't make it grow by being quiet, by maybe being standoffish or something, or being because you
Right.
how so you had to do that.
I had
And
to
same thing with
change.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, I I've never been uh I don't know. Depending on who's seeing me, I've been told I've been an asshole in the past. I guess it's hard to see. I'm smiling and stuff, but I've been told that it is so recently as probably a couple of minutes ago. But but no,
No,
not
not
on here.
minutes. Not minutes. You've been on the
I'm
show.
no, 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 no. But
Yeah, but
but
yeah.
but but I say all that to say this is that don't own this stuff. You gotta change. If you I can't if I truly remained in that asshole mindset, people ain't gonna want to deal with me. People ain't gonna want to come out to the events. People ain't gonna want to do business with me. People ain't don't definitely ain't gonna want to talk for me. Want me to talk for them if I was this
Right.
big jerk.
Right.
So I had to kind of change some things because that's the image. The where I wanted to go. You had to get shed that past stuff. I hope I'm making sense. Hey, I hope I ain't
Yeah, you
rambling.
are. I mean, because is a guy I was watching. I watch his videos sometimes, and he was like, when people say just be yourself, he's like, well, you have to be who you are, but at the same time, you need to be who you want to be. Like if you see yourself as an entrepreneur, if you see yourself as a teacher, if you see yourself as a writer, you also you're honest about who you are right now, but you have to cultivate yourself to where you want to go.
You're right.
So
You're
that's
right.
important.
Exactly. Just think of your life as being like a movie, but you write the script. You have a lot of control over how this movie is going to play out. Now, just like real movies, there are things that happen. Actors show up late. You got to fire somebody and hire a new actor. You and the director not getting along. But at the end of the day, you can still create the movie, and that's how your life is. You don't have control over every aspect of it, but you can say, "Hey, I want to do this," and then you find the map to get to that destination you
Yeah,
know
yeah, I'm absolutely, and you can do it. I mean, hey, we're living proof, and we're still on our journey. There's a lot of visions that we still have to come to pass, and so we're right there with you. I understand, but I want to encourage everybody who's listening. Hey, 2022. I mean, but hey, we still got a few days left in 2021. Start now. Don't wait till 2022 gets here. And I think you posted something like that the other day, Jonathan. Start
yes,
right now.
don't wait till New Year. Start when you get the idea.
When you get the
Hmm.
idea, I like that. Start right then because who knows what's going to happen on January 1st. Somebody could get
Hmm.
sick. You supposed to be off. You get called into work. Let's not wait. Let's start right now.
Exactly.
When you get that idea, get that pen and paper out, start searching Facebook groups or something. But I will say be intentional, be careful who you connect your vision with,
Yes.
be
Oh.
watchful over who you want to connect with. Watch how they like Jonathan. Why do I keep saying JT is talking about us?
Yeah, me and JT do a lot together, so that might, and both
That's
J's.
it.
So
I'm just gonna start saying Jay, and it's gonna be for both of y'all.
yeah.
But you have to be if you watch Jonathan, you'll see how he acts with his clients. You'll see how he promotes them. So your vision is important. Don't just for lack of knowledge that you sit on it, but you got to move. You got to do something because every ship has got to be moving somewhere, right?
Yes, exactly. You also gotta find that destination and chart the path to where you want to go.
Hmm.
You gotta take steps to get there.
Yes, Lord. All
Hmm.
right. Well, Jonathan, we're going to take one more break. We're going to listen to our CTA real quick. And when we come back, I definitely want you to remind everybody how they can follow you, give the number where they can reach you if they actually want to work with you, they have questions for you, and just your last words for 2021 or your encouragement for 2022, whatever's laid on your heart. Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you for being such a wonderful listening audience, whether you were listening live or on the replay. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Making Connections with Aly and Shay, so that you can get notified every time we go live. Do you have a burning message to share with the audience? Contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com with your topic idea and your message to be booked on the show. And if you're an inspirational speaker or a motivator or simply seeking a platform to share your message, contact Miss Aly Johnson at info@AlyJohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime right here on the Making Connections Network. Again, contact Aly Johnson at info@AlyJohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime, your own radio show right here on the Making Connections Network.
Hey, well, you heard the announcement. Our time is running out. I can't repeat all that, but you heard it, and we are here for you. You can inbox me at Making Connections. You can email me info@AlyJohnson.com. Give us a call at 980-389-6826. Whatever it is you need. If you want to be a guest, if you want to be like JT, he's on every fourth Monday. We have options. That's the thing about it. We have options. Jonathan, thank you so much for everything, like I said, that you've done to support this show. Thank you for being our guest. And Jonathan will, honey, sometimes I call him if guests don't show up, I'll be like, what you doing? And so,
Boom, make it happen.
right. And so, I mean, I'm telling y'all, it's something to be a part of a community that supports one another. So find that community, be intentional about doing that, be intentional about where you want to go and making those steps to get there. So, Jonathan, again, tell everybody how they can follow you or how they can reach out to you if they want to work with you. Just all the things.
All the things. You can go to blacktopia.org. You can hit me up on email info@themediablast.net. You can call me at 704-560-2752. Don't forget to join us in the Blacktopia Facebook group as well. Go to themediablast.net. Check that out. Oh yeah. And my Instagram also. I know a lot of people have Instagram.
Yeah.
J for now. And for the words of wisdom, I know Aly said earlier. He said, when you say start the moment you get the idea, because you don't know what's going to happen on January 1st. But I just want to let you know, even though y'all may not know what's going to happen on January 1st, I do, and some of y'all are going to mess up.
Uh-oh.
So don't, but don't mess up. Stay on the course. Stay on your path, all the way up until the January, until you're gonna live forever. Just stay on the path
until you get where you're going.
to get where
And
you're
then
going.
when
Yeah.
you get there, you gotta get another destination because if you're still here, you got somewhere else to go. So
Yes.
just keep on going because there's a whole lot of life out there to live. There's a whole lot of life to experience. So whatever it looks like right now, even like I said, hold on because just like the seasons in the natural, seasons change. So hold on. So guys, thank you again. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you. Looking forward to 2022 working with you. Um, you guys know we are here for you and we appreciate you. Hope you're having a very Merry Christmas and a happy holidays. God bless you. Hello to our Making Connections family. We want to thank you so much for your support over the years. It's really hard to believe that in a few short days we'll be welcoming in the year 2022. But to God be the glory, right? At this moment, we would like to take a moment of silence for all those who have lost their battle this year. However, we know to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. We also know that the holidays hit differently for every person. We want you to know, from our hearts to yours, that we appreciate you, we're rooting for you, and we're believing God with you. Hold on wherever you are, because seasons do change. Let's go into 2022 expecting great things. Just a reminder that we air every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Go to our page, Making Connections with Aly. Like the page and turn on your notifications so you'll know when we go live. Because 2022 is going to be an amazing year. So from Aly and the Making Connections team, we pray that you and your family stay well and travel safely during this season. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. As always, we're sending to you love, positivity, and good vibes.